So guys, today we're taking the stereo out of the MX-5. How are you feeling about that, Josh?
It's going to be very difficult.
It's going to be very difficult to take this apart. Should we show you how difficult it actually is going to be? First off, we're taking... Yeah, I know. Everybody in the comment section, I bet you like the fact that that's just come off the car. Although it will be going back on the car. Let's just take the stereo out. Just like that. Just as well this has no power, this car, because it would have just literally fallen straight out of the back of the car.
Oh look, half of it's not connected either.
It's not even connected.
Wait,
so,
wait a minute.
most of that isn't actually connected, is it?
Oh no, these are the front speakers, aren't they?
Okay, okay. So the guys at Cycane have sent me down a head unit. I've got to show you guys. Actually, I'll unbox it and everything. Unboxing. So yeah, they sent me down a double-din stereo for me to put into the car. Show you guys it. So this is the head unit that they've actually sent down. Me and Josh are going to put it in the car. I would do it myself, but we have an electrician with us, so why not? Why wouldn't we?
And an operations manual.
We have an operations manual. Look at that.
Oh, there's no connectors.
Got all the, well, so we're going to go and get some connectors in a minute anyway, but we've got all of the various bits and bobs that we need that comes actually with the stereo itself. Loads of controls and features on this. Multimedia player, HD TV. You've got built-in FM, built-in antenna, Wi-Fi. Look at the list of stuff that comes with this. I think hopefully we could stream YouTube on it. That'd be pretty cool. If I can connect my phone to it, that'd be even better.
YouTube on YouTube.
YouTube on YouTube. So this is the unit itself. And yeah, it's got all of the aux and USB this side, your little knobby knob in the bit there, CD playerage, cards there, nice screen, duvd there, duvd, and yeah, we're going to try and get it in the car. Well, we're going to put it in the car. Just put it in the car. So massive shout out to Cycane. I'll put all their social media links and their website on the screen right now, but we're going to go to Helford's and get a couple of bits.
In the daily? In
Josh's daily, which I actually haven't been in yet. Yeah, the Mark IV Golf, the bagged Mark IV Golf. Oh dear, look at her. Oh, look at that interior. Oh.
You're going to ruin it with your dirty clothes, are you?
Yep. I'm going to ruin your car with my dirty clothes. Oh my God, it's lovely in here.
It's warm, isn't it? Let's get the air.
It's very, very warm in here, I've got to admit, but look how nice it is in here. Look at the carbon fibre.
No, change the colour.
Oh, change the colour. It's the same colour. Look at that. Oh, this is a beautiful
nice
car. Look at the state of this. Oh, I'm a big fan. Got a Broadway mirror in here already. He doesn't mess about, does he? So yeah, what we're actually going to go and get is a couple of connectors, a couple of little bits for the MX-5 that I need to get as well. What else are we getting in Helford? Tiger Seal. Tiger Seal, because I've got a spoiler to put on as well.
Tiger Seal split in.
But first, we're going to get some crimson stuff for the lovely head unit that's about to go in the car.
Clunk and click.
Clunk and click every trip.
Oh, we're going.
Oh, we're going. Don't start airing out while you're going, mate. You don't need that. I like the way it's so hidden behind carbon fibre. Oh, it's gone.
And it's
so
got
cool.
Auto rise as well.
It's got auto, yeah, so it's got auto rise. So when you actually come up to the car and start it, I'm assuming, it will raise up for you so you don't have to even push the button. No. That's so cool. But it sets it to like a level that's just right.
Well, it's got all the presets. I did the presets.
You did the presets. So you have You have Isle of Wight driving, which is the highest you can get it, because the roads are terrible. That's why air is a really good idea.
Excuse, yeah, we can.
I think you can genuinely get away with it because it's actually really bad down here. So a bagged car is a really good idea, especially if you're going to daily drive it as well, mate.
Exactly, and it's comfy. And
it's so comfy in here. It's unreal. These seats, although they're, you know, I'm assuming they're the standard GTI Recaros, they're just, the leather is so nice on them. It's the leather. Ooh, it's so nice. Right, we're gonna stance out. We've made it. Ready?
All the zeros.
Ready? Oh, stanced right out.
Oh, it hurts.
It hurts how stanced we are right now. Oh, it hurts. Let's just check out how stanced we actually are. Oh, look at that rear fitment. Oh dear, look at the fitment. Fitment. Hard right now. We had to park right next to an RS as well. Obviously. Stancing deep next to an RS. Look at Josh repping one of the first t-shirts. God Damn, look at that.
I'm trying to find my black one.
So cool right now. Right, so we got Tiger Seal, got connectors. Oh, the RS is just going. And we've got the split pin doobies for the front of the MX-5. They actually had everything in stock, which is a massive thing, because I didn't think they'd have Tiger Seal. They never do they? Right, back in the four, and he said 5 then. Ooh, bang! Just stancing in traffic. Up cart. We just stanced out so hard in traffic right then, and stance out now. Oh, stance! Josh is such a stance fan these days. God, you've changed, man. You changed. You've changed. You stance so hard. I mean, look at this. Hard stancing every day, all day. Back in the car, have the connectors right there. The last time I actually put a radio in a car, or a double din or a single din or anything, was about 5 years ago. So that's why we are getting a professional in. Professional being, obviously you are the professional. You're a professional. You're a damn sight more professional than I am these days. First thing we've got to do, I'm assuming, remember, this isn't a tutorial, take the center console out. This bit here. Some serious dirt behind these. Look at that. Pull them out. Oh, there we go. You can have that one. You can touch them. 2 screws up here. So to get this bolt out here, best thing to do is straight under the leg. Straight under the leg. Oh, it's out. It's out. It's out. It's still out. No, it's coming. Wait for it. There it is. There you go. Do you want to do it under the leg that side, or you've got enough room there, haven't you?
I could do it.
You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. So rookie error number 75,410. Bolt there. Well, 2 screws there, 2 screws there. Whole thing comes out.
What's this?
No idea what that is. Leave a comment below if you know what that is. It's underneath.
Shall we turn it up?
The thing, and I have no idea what it is. It's just there, and it says France on it.
There's no license.
It's French apparently. But yeah, now you're able to pull that completely, well, pretty much maybe out of the car. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, yes, we have not even looked up how to take this out. It's not that bloody hard. If you have to look up on an MX-5 how to take the certain bits and bobs out of the interior, I do worry about people, because it's literally 5 bloody screw bits in one of these. So what we're actually going to do is, because I don't have a double din cage for this car, we're actually going to make one. Now, double din cages, I think especially, are quite expensive for what they are. The last one I looked at for this was around £50, which I think is a bit too much. Now, Josh, being the ingenious legend that he is, has some aluminium in stock, and basically we're just cutting up a bit of cardboard now, showing yeah, basically where the holes are going to go for the bit of aluminium, and literally we're going to make something like that, so the unit can slide in, go onto 2 holes onto the stereo, then 2 holes onto the actual sides of the dash.
We want it.
We're just sort of mocking up exactly how we want it now, but this is quite a cheap and ingenious way of doing it, because again, double din stereo cages are actually quite expensive, so I think this is a good shout. And it's such a good idea that I've just found out that Mazda actually did this in the 90s. They've actually done what we're basically going to do, which has got a bit of metal. Yeah, use some cardboard. We've got a bit of metal and literally bent it and put some holes in it into shape as to where they needed it. So if it's good enough for Mazda out of the factory, then I think it's good enough for a double din stereo in 2017.
I played myself, didn't I?
You did play yourself in the first instance there, because you cut it to the wrong size.
Yeah.
Not that I'm doing anything towards this. You're just full of the ideas, and I'm just here like, that's a good idea, Josh. Yeah, great idea. But you did just play yourself on. So Josh has got a rather large bit of aluminum. Yes, I did just say that. Aluminum. Shout out to America for aluminum. But the aluminium is going to get cut to, you know, pretty much for the same tabs. Screw them into the unit, screw them into the dash. She should be good. Right, so cut the piece of aluminium from the big bit of aluminium, with that, cutting debris, deburred it. Obviously, disclaimer, I didn't just do that. This is why. I do not trust myself with one of those cutting disc thingies. I trust you because you do that for a living. I don't do this for a living, so I will definitely end up in hospital if I go anywhere near one of those. The last time I did, it nearly went through my leg, so yeah. This isn't a
I want to make everything.
Yeah, this isn't a make Josh do everything on my cars sort of thing. It's just when it comes to professionalism, I haven't got it. I'm good at making videos and doing the whole channel and stuff, but it's just sometimes I do wonder my talents have disappeared from my many days of
lack of cars.
Well, yeah, lack of doing up cars because I haven't done it in ages. Nice and worrying, but at least we're still doing it. We're still out here. We're still doing it.
We're still doing it.
We're still doing it. We're still deburring this bit of metal here. Genuinely sorry to the audience, guys. My skills are just not as good as they used to be, which is a massive shame. It's getting a game again, really, don't I?
Buy an S13 or something.
Yeah, shall I buy an S13 and get back in the game? What do we reckon? Right, so back in the MX-5, and that's the idea. Now, this is obviously a very ghetto way of getting this head unit into the car. Don't get me wrong. But it's going to work. We're going to make it work. And I want to show you guys that you don't actually have to spend 50 quid on a cage to actually get this sort of head unit in a car. That's the biggest thing for me. I'd rather people spend more on the head units and, you know, get a nice one like the one I've got than actually paying out silly money for just a bit of metal. It's not really worth it. So spend the money on a good head unit like the one we've got here, and then make yourself a nice little bit of bracketry. Right, so we have pretty much got it in to where we're quite happy with it. So behind the actual thing, literally 2 bits of metal, both sides.
They're all loose at the minute.
They're all a bit loose, you know, we're gonna tighten them up, don't worry about that, get it all straight and happy. But literally, bit of metal here, bent, 2 bolts there, 2 bolts into the actual thing, and again, the other side. We'll show you the side though, and that's what the side of the unit looks like, literally like that, 2 bolts there, 2 bolts there, and then obviously the bolts that go straight into there, and it doesn't wiggle about or anything. So that is how you save £50 from stuff from Josh's shed.
Waste £50 of my time.
Yeah, 50 quid's worth of this professional's time instead. Right, next we're going to wire in the bits that I needed to actually run the unit and all that sort of little
snippy snip
bits and bobs. And again, we have an electrician with us, so although I'm going to, you know, use a helping hand, not sure what that one's for, I'm going to use a helping hand, of course, you know, doing as best as I can, but we do have a professional in the building, so what have we got?
So we don't need any of that.
So we don't need any of that. We're not actually going to plug all of the accessories into this head unit at this present time.
Well, you haven't got steering wheel controls.
I haven't got steering wheel controls, I've just got a wooden steering wheel. No amplifier in the car either.
Or rear camera and stuff like that.
No rear camera either.
You haven't got rear speakers?
I haven't got rear speakers because roll cage is life.
So we've got our positive and negative for our speakers.
Speaker wires.
We need to see if you got your illumination or not.
Illuminations.
I guess it will dim this when you turn your lights.
I'm assuming so, yeah. So we'll see if this is advanced for that sort of stuff.
And then we just got your powers and grounds.
Powers and grounds, so splicing all that into the actual wiring loop.
Well, into this one, so yeah. We can disconnect it.
So reality is, not every car will actually need this. Some cars may be easier, sometimes, you know, maybe harder. You may be able to get a connection that literally goes from there to there, that literally plugs together. But again, we're doing this you know, with what we've got, so splicing these wires into the actual wires that we got from the head unit is the best way to go, I think, with professional help. So if you do need any professionalisms, here's one here. But if you just connect them up and see what happens, it's the best thing to do. I'd just like to apologise to everyone. We're not using axle stands right now for crimping everything together. See that crimping action there? Really dangerous. We haven't actually used axle stands for this part of the video.
It's a tutorial, isn't it?
It's a tutorial. No, it's not a tutorial whatsoever. So here is the finished wiring that Josh has spliced together into the loom of the car. And then we have a bit of a strange one. The ground seems to have been pulled out of the car and then not going through that block, so we've had to take it out again and then obviously just do it, yeah, literally just do it like that. So that's what we're going to do now. Then we're going to connect it all into the unit.
It should work.
And we should be live. Whee! Look at that.
Hey.
That is
Josh is not happy.
sick. Yeah, so the car itself, we've just taken so much time trying to get this bloody thing in here. Someone has butchered the wiring in this car at some point. So we had to sort of, well, we had to trace it.
Find new powers,
a lot of stuff just had to happen.
New wires.
So we've ran a couple of new wires, but the head unit is bloody good. Really, really happy with it. Yeah, you can see now we're just sort of getting the last little bits and bobs in there. But yeah, that looks pretty awesome in the middle there. Right, so finished product, guys. We have everything in. Everything is happy with, you know, the car and everything. The speaker is now working as well. There we go. Obviously, I can't play anything through this.
Oh, listen to it.
Listen to that. Due to copyright infringement with YouTube and stuff, but everything works as it should. Lovely, lovely setup on this. Very, very impressed with everything. You can obviously put everything, the maps, you can put the aux in there. You can literally do everything with this if you're willing to, you know, hook everything up and stuff. Obviously, this car can only go so far with what it's able to do.
We've done the Bluetooth though.
But we've done the Bluetooth. Yep, my phone is all Bluetoothed up to it and everything. That was that was genuinely the easy part. It connects with your Bluetooth. So my Spotify straight away, which is pretty cool. So yeah, big shout out to those guys for sending that down. We'll try and do a second of it as we're here.
That's enough.
There we go. That's enough. Yeah. So you guys get the gist. It's really, really easy to use as well, which I'm a big fan of. Simplicity is the key, and it looks really good. Obviously, we'll be able to put everything back onto the car now. Oh, don't do it, copyright infringement. So again, massive thank you to the guys at Sia Kane for sending that down. If you do want one of these units, there is a link in the description to their website with various other units that can fit your car. They do a lot of VW stuff as well, so if you have a VW unit, yeah, Josh, you can actually get the ones that, you know, plug straight into like a Mark 5 Golf, so I will say. So they have a lot of stuff on their website. Mark 4? We'll have a look. Mark 4 stuff, we could get one in the Mark 4, you never know. But yeah, huge shout out to those guys. And if you do want one again, link in the description.